It's your boy. I'm just over here for a little minute, and I promise not to keep y'all long. And I just wanted to just post this and say, like, it's something about when you trying to really live your life for Christ, you gotta do it. He know what's on your heart. He know everything ain't easy. And we human, so we struggle with a lot of things, but I know it's other people that's probably out there in a similar situation like me. So I feel like it's only right for me to speak on it. And when you wasting your time and your love, your energy, and pouring into somebody, and loving somebody, no matter what, loving them for who they is, and things like that, what I mean. You put yourself in a situation where when God trying to heal you, it's hard for Him to heal you because you're too busy looking at the hurt that this other person caused you. Um, but we gotta learn how to put it in God's hand and let it go and don't look back. Even if that person acting like they want you or anything, don't look back. Say no to that person. Because I've been there multiple times where it's the person acting like they want me, and then when I come around, they don't want me, and then now it's, oh, I told him to move on. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So when you get somebody that's playing with your emotions like that, and getting somebody that's acting so gullible and like they don't know what they doing and they don't mean to hurt you, it's sad to say, but that's the person God is trying to warn you about. You know what I mean? If they can sit there and for however long play with your feelings and make it so hard to be honest with you, or sit there and look down on you because you struggling, so make it seem like if God ain't never gonna have you financially or anything like that. It took me 4 years to realize that. You feel me? Maybe and I blame myself because all the negative stuff and everything that was unattractive about this person, I ignored it because I loved her and because, you know what I mean, I loved her for who she was and everything that came with it. Being loyal and all that through the heartbreaks and all the times she left me in the dirt, you feel me? But for somebody to sit there and act like and say, oh, I wanted to be with you at one point, it's hard for me to believe because even when that opportunity presents itself, that person is the one that's stopping it from happening. You know what I mean? And they can agree with you when you say stuff like, oh, it takes two to make stuff work and all that. They can sit there, oh, I agree, you right about that. But then when you say, so obviously you really never loved me enough to be with me or want to be with me, and they say that's not true. So, like, it's a lot of games. But God just, like, He come to me so many times in my dreams and my feelings and, like, I never felt so, like, I know I got God, you feel me? And that's the whole point for this videos and stuff like that. But at a moment, I felt so alone, bro. And even being around the person that I love, like, I just felt so alone. Because at the end of the day, I know it takes two to start something, but I didn't really want myself to be in this type of situation. So, but when I fell in love, I kind of went with it. But now, I'm in it alone. You feel me? Now, you feel me? It seemed like everybody and everything saying it's my fault. So obviously, I guess this is what I deserve. But only person that never said it was my fault and be telling me I don't deserve it is God. You know what I mean? So like God is. I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like God is telling me that this person is not for you. This person is always going to beat you down and have you feeling less of yourself. You know what I mean? And this person is a liar. Like, I ain't trying to sound harsh about it, but it's a liar. They say stuff they don't mean. They say stuff that they know they don't mean and they forget. It's like, I can say everything that this person said to me, and I bet you, everything I said, she don't remember none of it. You know what I mean? So, like, now who's the fool? You get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you will end up the fool. Like, all the times you had the chance to move on and everything, and that person called you back, and you took that opportunity to go back to somebody that you really love just to end up in the same situation, and then they tell you, oh, I'm tired of it being like this. It's like a circle. But they the ones that start in the circle. You know what I mean? And they don't understand it because they too busy trying to hurt you and make you feel less and make you go, you feel me, be a person that you're not, so they can point the blame on you, so they can feel right about, oh yeah, I moved on. Yeah, he's still living, but my life don't supposed to stop because he in love with me, or this person trying to make them live for me, type of stuff like that. It's all foolery, bro, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, it's opposite. That person is trying to make you live for them. You know what I mean? Because they want you to meet everything that they feel like is supposed to happen, even if it's wrong. You know what I mean? And God do things in decency and order. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, like that's what I'm looking forward to do. Is just, I know it. You feel me? It be hard, but man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I refuse to let anybody at that matter make me act a different way and not be myself. I've been there before. And God want me to be who He created me to be. And only thing that's stopping me for real, because like I said, like when somebody hurts you, God wants you to love them. You know what I mean? This the only person I ever been hurt by, and they make me just don't want to love them at all. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? But the love is still there because it's a fighting thing. Like, it's like, so I can sit here and be like, I ain't never doing that for her no more. I ain't doing this for her. I ain't been there for her. Next thing you know, I'm there. So it's like, you know what I mean? I be saying that out of anger, but it's like, bro, even though I say I love this person for who they is, I don't even know who that person is, bro. It's like so many different ways, so many different ways she be acting, so many different things she say and all that. And now I gotta sit back with a broken heart and trying to be a good man for my son and trying to be a good man, period. Just to gotta keep fighting for it. But at the end of the day, like, God just opened my eyes up more. And to be honest, when we had the conversation, bro, it opened up my eyes more. And I feel like that was God showing me what type of person this really is. And even though I love this person for who they is, even if it's bad, and I love them for who they is, God is telling me love for a distance or don't love at all. Not saying like God telling me don't be a lovable person. I'm saying like far as the being in love with someone and hoping and keeping your fingers crossed that one day we be together. That one day ain't never gonna happen. Not because you trying to make it happen, but that person never really loved you and never really wanted to be with you because of they don't look and see a bright future for you. So obviously that person wasn't never meant for you to be with anyway if they don't see nothing happening good for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to say that though because like lately, you know what I mean, I've been just feeling lost and stuff, and God just telling me to come back to Him because I fell off the track because I allowed myself to lose myself because I let somebody play with my heart again. So it's like I said, God will allow you to go through things over and over again until you get it right. And this like my third time going through something that's off of me being letting my guards down and loving the person being who I am, being who God created me to be, and showing this type of love and loyalty to a person that's going to crush me, that's going to leave me hanging at the end of the day, that's going to sit there and make a fool of me. And I sat there and let this happen. And this, the worst pain ever. I promise you, I wouldn't wish this type of pain on my enemy, though. Like, I don't have no enemy. I'm just saying I wouldn't wish this type of pain on no one. Because at the end of the day, bro, when you know you really love hard and you love genuinely and you wouldn't do nothing to hurt a person like how they would do you, so it will hurt. that's why I thank God, because He made me strong. And even though I have my emotions and I be going through things, He still made me strong not to give up. Because there's a lot of times I feel like giving up on certain things because I'm just tired of being stupid. I'm tired of hurting. I'm tired of failing. I'm tired of people saying less than me, but saying they love me or whatever the case may be, but they don't see nothing in me. It's like, what am I here for? You know what I mean? Why I keep on loving and trying to point people to God when I gotta point myself to God? Or why I keep on trying to be there in somebody's life that don't even want you in their life? Like, how do you supposed to go about that? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when it's not hard for somebody to move on, best believe they never really wanted you from the jump. And that's what I'm finally understanding, because ain't no one time it was, oh, it's hard for me to move on for that person. That person can want me today and don't want me tomorrow, and she'll have another person already. So obviously that was a sign that kept on showing, and at the end of the day, that person never really wanted you, but she want to find everything. So at the end of the day, even if I wasn't struggling financially, that person would look for something to be like, oh, this ain't gonna work because we fussed, or oh, this ain't gonna work because your hair not cut right now. So they looking for any excuse to break up with you, just to go to a nigga that's gonna probably end up whooping their ass, government cussing, leading them closer to the world instead of closer to Christ. You get what I'm saying? Because they only want the money out the situation. They don't want a person to have their good interest. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I can't speak for that person, but as far as what I see and what I know and what I've been living, it's like that's what really I have a person. So if I can have some money right now, that person will be acting like they in love with me, or they want me, or this can work because my money good now. You get what I'm saying? They wouldn't want me because they know that this person is not going to leave my side when I need them. They ain't going to want me because this person got a good heart. They ain't going to want me because this person pretty, handsome, or whatever. It's only because this person got a lot of money, and I know if they hurt me and they apologize, it's going to be an expensive gift and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So if that's what type of person it is, you don't belong with them anyway. I have to always tell myself that, because like, I want somebody that's going to fight. I want somebody that's going to really love me and want me for who I am and work things out and will see good in me. Not somebody that's always going to, look down on me and tell me that they don't think my finances going to get better. They don't think this about me or whatever. It's unattractive when you be hurt. It's unattractive when you be hurt, and talking to me about your feelings is unattractive. But they don't look at what's unattractive to them that makes them unattractive. So these people you gotta stay away from. Mark my words, because if a person don't be real with you from the jump, they ain't gonna be real with you at all. For the remaining of however long they know you. If they ain't real for you from the jump, they ain't gonna be real for you at all. Only person that's gonna be real with you is God. He's gonna allow you to see things and show you and make sure you understand that it's coming from Him. See, most everyday probably ain't coming from God on my point, but at the end of the day, man, I really do feel like God is telling me, in a respectful way. I fooled myself thinking that you feel me, I can be with this person, that is going to be okay, it's going to work, or we both going to be chasing that for God. We ain't even put God in that situation. I mean, I put Him in the situation, but I don't know about the other person. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's easy for them to give up on you anyway. So I've been just trying to just understand what God want me to do, and I'm starting tomorrow. I have to just give God more of my time, and no matter how much, and I wish and pray that the person I'm in love with be the person that God want me to be with. At the end of the day, it's getting smaller and smaller to where now I'm starting to feel like God saying no, that's not the person. Because if I be with this person, they ain't gonna do nothing but hurt me anyway and cheat on me, leave me for a nigga that got more money, you feel me, and stuff like that, because they do it now. So and they can be in the same situation I'm in. They can have a part-time job or work for a temp agency, but you feel me? Their temp agency could be different than your temp agency. Their temp agency got jobs to get you to. Your temp agency, got jobs, but sometimes they don't have it. So they'll look at your situation. Y'all could be in the same situation, and they'll look at your situation as like, I need somebody with money, and your job, and this, that, and the third. But you going through the same thing they going through. You get what I'm saying? So it's always been me trying to fight to keep this love that I got for somebody, man, when I should be fighting to get rid of the love because that person don't want it, first and foremost. And second, you feel me, I ain't doing nothing but hurting myself and making myself feel, bad or whatever because I can't help the fact that I love this person. You know what I mean? But you gotta give it to God, man, because God gonna lead you nowhere but right. He gonna lead you the right way. And if the person you love wanna go out there and waste her life with because the money good, she wanna be in love with money, let her be in love with money. Cause when you gone, at the end of the day, if she don't find that right one that love her all the way, and no matter money or not, then she probably gonna end up missing you anyway. I don't think that's gonna be my case, to be honest. You feel me? That girl ain't gonna miss me at all. She ain't gonna miss me loving her. She ain't gonna miss me being there for her. She ain't gonna miss nothing because at the end of the day, only thing she think about is all the bad time we had. You get what I'm saying? And most of the bad times we had is because of her, because how she want to see things. And you know what I mean? You can only love a person and to a certain extent until they really shit on you and keep on showing you that you not worth nothing. And that's all I've been getting shown, that I'm not worth fighting for, I'm not worth the love, I'm not worth, praying for or really being there for or anything. I always end up alone. So that's God telling me to keep my heart on lock. Don't love nobody but him. And, stop trying to be with someone or anything like that ain't even chasing that for him. You know what I mean? That don't even really got their eyes on Jesus. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, all of it was a lie. That's all I feel like. And that's what I feel like God showing me. That everything that been said, that been done, that been, was a lie. It wasn't never going to work. That person never was going to make anything work with you. You feel me? And at the end of the day, that person probably just wanted their cake and eat it too. So, yeah, I don't want to be with him, but I'm going to act like this. I'm going to act like that so he can continue to love me that way. He can continue to be stupid for me. Until I feel like, okay, now I can go to somebody else. And I'm going to still play with this person's heart because I'm going to let them believe that they probably got an opportunity if their money situation get better. But if that person don't want to be with you for who you is and because they believe in you, because they love you, then run away from that person. I know it's going to be hard because you're in love with that person, but you got to let that go. I'm a living testimony, man, and I wouldn't do anything to hurt her. I wouldn't, I wouldn't do anything to hurt her or, put her down or anything. And just to think about it, through the whole 4 years, she been making it seem like that's what I do. Put her down and hurt her and, you feel me, lie to her or anything. Which makes me get mad and then when I start to go off and say, see, look, because you lying on me, now you lying on my name. Now you making me feel like God put me in your life to make it worse or something. You know what I mean? I feel like God put me in her life to care for her, to love for her, to show her that type of love. But she don't understand that. So only thing I can say is that God was teaching me a lesson. Stop being so dumb. Stop being so gullible to love a person because what they say. Just because they act like they wanted you and stuff. Now they don't want you because you so in love with them. Now they don't want you. But they was acting like they wanted you. I can remember, to this day, I still remember everything she said on that balcony. Everything she said before that, after that. and this girl don't remember nothing at all. So that right there been saying, nigga, wow, you should have kept, you feel me, your foot into that church. You shouldn't, like, when you get hurt, go to God, cry to God. Don't mope and be angry and fuss and all, cause that's all I've been doing. It's just when it ain't helping me, it ain't doing nothing but hurting me more and making me feel, you know what I mean, this way I don't want to feel. And now like you stuck where you just feel stuck and hurt and sorrow and just feel, lost in a way. But I know there's a God, and I know He's gonna bless me. I know He loves me. I know He taking care of me. I know He's trying to heal my heart. But I gotta let Him, and it's just hard because, you know, where I just wish that I did have a place I can go and leave all of this behind. You know what I mean? Because promise to God, and that's just how I gotta do. But once I move away from this person, even though I know this person ain't gonna care, but I'm not looking for it to come back. I'm not calling. I'm not, none of that, unless I gotta deal with my son. But other than that, I gotta do that because all this was for nothing. You know what I mean? So I can't keep on holding on to my love I got for this person when it was all for nothing. You get what I'm saying? So I just wasted like 4 years of loving and loyal and honesty with a person that don't even give a damn if they lose it in one day. You know what I mean? Don't even give a damn about anything good I done for them or been there for them. The only thing that really hurts when you feel like when a person tell you that all this stuff is going on in their life, they depressed, they feel alone and all that, and you be there for them, and then next thing you know, when you start feeling that way and feeling alone, and they don't be there for you, imagine that hurt. You feel me? So, but you gotta go to God. You can't. The enemy wants you to fuss back with him. The enemy wants you to make it worse because you hurt and you just feel this way and all that. Gotta get something off your chest and all that. That's what the enemy want. Even when you trying to do it the right way and just sit down and talk, the enemy gonna mess it up by getting to the other person and now they fussing because you talking or you've been talking too long or you feel me, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear that. So huff and puff and make the situation worse and make that person feel more worse. You get what I'm saying? So now, like, you end up talking to your daggone self. You feel me? Now you end up just in this big old bottle of confusion when it could have been right if the person was being honest or not leading you on. So, but I say all this to say that when God is trying to show you something, when God is trying to get you to understand, to put Him first in everything you do, to love on Him, to chase after Him, you feel me? He's going to show you in every way. And when you pray that prayer, God, please remove the people that you don't meant in my life and that's not good for me. Remove them. You're gonna be heartbroken when you finally realize who He's removing out your life. It's gonna be the people that you thought loved you. It's gonna be the people that you love. It's gonna be the people that's probably family, foe, whatever. And then you feel me. But that's why I said, because I prayed that prayer, and now I'm starting to feel like God is trying to remove that person from my life, but I'm not trying to let that person go. You get what I'm saying? I keep on chasing after this person, and God is trying to tell me that this person ain't meant to be in your life, because when your life get better, you feel me, you're going to be better without that person, because who knows, when my life get better financially and all that, then this person come in and be acting like they want me. For what? Just to, alright, yeah, you know what I mean? To continue to keep on doing the same thing. So I just hope whoever out there going through something like that in your love life and just going through something that's turn you apart and making it hard for you to focus on God, just you gotta do what you gotta do, man, and the only thing we really need to be worrying about is God anyway. Not no money, not this, not that. We're supposed to be worrying about God, because at the end of the day, we put Him first, and we continue to show Him that He worth it, and all that. Everything else is going to come. So we ain't going to have to worry about what our finances and all that, because we too busy chasing after God. He's going to be blessing us. You feel me? He's going to be providing. He's going to be taking all that off of you. And, at the end of the day, if you're a true woman or man of God, you can't let nobody break you from being that person. And the only thing that's really hard for me to stop doing is genuinely caring for this person, because I love him, but I feel like that's what I gotta do so I can stop being in love with him. Because the more I keep on caring about this person and chasing and trying to make sure this person okay and not hurting or whatever, my dumb ass always going to, excuse my language, I'm always going to have some feelings for him. And at the end of the day, man, I don't want to, but I gotta let my feelings go. Why I keep hold on to the feelings? You're never going to be with that person. That person never going to want to be with you. That person ain't never going to see nothing good in you, or miss you, or love you, or miss the fact that you used to treat them this way, or love them, or whatever. That person going on about their life. Why are you even in it? You feel me? So yeah, just continue to put God first, man. I'm sorry for being so long, but just continue to put God first, man, and don't let nobody take that away from y'all, or don't let nobody ever make y'all feel like, you feel me, they right about you in a way. Especially when it's negative. Don't ever let a person make you feel like, damn, that person right, I can't keep a job, or that person right, this unattractive, and this how I am. You know what I mean? Because you know who you is. You know what I mean? God know who you is. So just continue to chase after Him. Continue to love on Him first, and continue to pray for each and every one. You know what I mean? Because we all need it. He on His way. And we just all need to stick together, man, and be able to rise up against the enemy. So I hope y'all have a nice night, and I hope someone gets something out of this and like it, share it, whatever. Just remember what I said, though, man. I know it's hard to let go of people y'all love, but when God's trying to tell you to let go, let go. Because that's all is nothing going. Is all is going ever going to bring you is hurt, and make you feel like make you feel so overwhelmed with hurt that even that person don't even care that you're hurting. So it's like, let it go. You know what I mean? God care that you hurt. Give it to Him and let Him fix it for you. Don't fix it for yourself, because it ain't gonna work. Yeah. Hope you have a nice night.